Hello, I am here to speak to you about your car. These aren't connected. I don't know why I'm wearing them. Hello, my, fellow people. I don't really know what to do for this video, so I'm gonna do my makeup, and you're gonna hear me rant about how bad preppies are. There are good preppies, but there are also preppies who thrive on being absolutely disgusting human beings. And that's what we're gonna talk about today. Anyway, I was watching a video that brought this to my awareness because it was like about how like people like be mean to alternative people for fun. If you know, you know. Anyways, we're being mean to alternative people for fun, and I'm just like, oh my god, that's what I'm gonna do. So today I'm here to discuss that. Okay, starting off strong. Those girls who have brown hair but get so much highlights that it looks blonde, carry around Stanleys, wear leggings every day, and have a pancake face. If you don't know what a pancake face is, it's like, your makeup's so thick that if I were to touch you, I would have enough makeup to do my entire face on my single finger. And there's this one girl I'm talking about in particular. She goes to my school. We used to have a few classes together. Thank God we don't anymore. I've talked to this girl once, maybe twice, and the only thing she has ever said to me is an insult or her acting like I'm stupid. Don't get me wrong. I'll admit, I am pretty stupid, but the things that I have been talking to her about, like I said, only talked to her once or twice. Every time I've ever talked to her, it was me helping her out with an equation, because we had coding. It would be me helping her figure something out, or it'd be like, oh, what'd she say? And me telling her what the teacher, like, repeating what the teacher asked or said or whatever. I have never once been mean to this girl. It's always been, like, me helping her, and every time she's always like, okay. God forbid I try to help you. You know, okay, whatever. You're the one who asked the question, but, you know, I don't even care. I don't care. You fail the class. It's not my grades. And then, whatever, get over it. That's not the first time something like that has happened, so why does it matter? Anyway, now, normally it wouldn't matter because, like, who are you? But at the same time, why you gotta be so rude? Let's be real. Anyway, yeah. Let's just go over an experience I've had with this same girl, by the way. So I was walking past her. I'm alternative, emo, whatever you want to call me. That's what I am, in case you couldn't tell by the hair. Yeah, I walked past her, and tell me why her and her friends start giggling. Now, I am very passive-aggressive and aggressive in general. I looked her dead in her face, and I said, oh, would you like to share with the class what's so funny? Remind you, we were, like, walking in the hallway. I don't care. She goes, the way you're dressed. I said, that's funny. The way I'm dressed is funny? You know what else is funny? The fact that I could dye my hair better than those blotchy highlights in your head with my eyes closed. Oh, that struck a fire. Bro, that started a fire? Oh. She turned around, she said, excuse me? Tell me why I said you're excused. Telling you I was pushing my limits, bro. Because I'm not one, I don't believe in fighting. Unless you stole my clothes, then we're... That was directed towards a certain someone. Anyways, getting back on track. This girl looked at me like I had just slapped her mama in the face. But, like, see, then her friends want to be, like, talking about some, I know you're not talking, you little emo words I should not say and will not say. And I was like, honey, I can smell your perfume from a mile away. Step back. I'm not trying to have an allergic reaction to all the fumes flowing off of you. But, like, she deserved it. And see, this girl's literally scared of me. So, that's what makes it so funny. Because she was messing with one of my, like, ex-best friends now, but we're still, like, we still talk, you know? Because she was talking about how, like, she was trying to explain to my... Try this talking thing one more time. She was trying to explain to my other friend who was who. Because there are two girls that have pretty similar names. Not going to say their names, but they have pretty similar names. And she was like, no, this girl is the really cool one that we hang out with, and this girl is the one who wears, like, way too much perfume. And we were in gym, and I guess one of the girls that she was talking about wearing a lot of perfume overheard our conversation, and then told her. And she started talking about fighting her. Like, came up, like, harassing her, getting in her face on the way to her, like, in between classes, talking about oh, you want to talk about how much perfume I wear? Da-da-da-da-da, and I was like, she's telling me about this, and I'm just like, honey, she what? Me personally, I would have been like, back up. Your perfume it's suffocating me. I need you to, like, back up. This girl was, like, actually pressed about it, like, in her face, and I'm just like, I got you. Anyways, continuing on. Sorry, I had to do my eyeliner off camera because, like, I low-key kind of suck. Anyway, I was like, okay, so I'm gonna walk you to your next class. And she was like, you don't have to do that. I was like, I'm doing that. Anyways, walking her to her next class, right? As we're walking, I see the girls. Her and her little posse. And they're, like, walking towards us. And this girl's, like, a little bit ahead of me. I'm, like, kind of behind her. But, like, you can tell we're walking together. Tell me why they lock eyes with me and turn and walk the other way. Oh my god! Genuinely, why are you scared of the same alt girl that you make fun of? Is it because I clock your teeth? Is it because I clock your teeth so much? Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Oh my god. Oh my god. Same girl's friend said the N-word, by the way. To one of my black friends. Said the N-word. Like, with the R. Like, like, the whole thing. Like, said, N-word, you shut up. Sorry, absolutely baffled. And then she want to get mad when my friend gets all up in her face talking about something. You want to say that again? Oh, tell me why she didn't say it again. They were genuinely, like, arguing for, like, 2 days. Like, over this. Like, in each other's faces. They both got OSS, but they never fought. Even, like, the same person who, like, she told to shut up, that was, like, pressed about it. It was his twin sister, which, understandably, because if my twin brother got told that right in front of me, best believe I'd be on that girl's back within, like, 5 seconds. I know I don't mean it like that. Get your head out of the gut. The most basic white girl, by the way, had a Stanley, had these big old gold hoop earrings in, wearing little booty shorts. Ma'am. You're racist. I'm respectful. I'm sorry. Same girl is in my volleyball camp right now, by the way. Anyway, it's just baffling because, like, why are you mad that someone's getting on to you for saying a word that you know you shouldn't be saying? Respectfully. Honestly, I feel like, my unpopular opinion, I feel like no one should say it, like, not even people of that race. I'm trying so hard not to be racist right now. I don't want to say, like, even black people, because I feel like that sounds... But, like, I also can't say even colored people, because that's definitely... Even people of that race shouldn't be saying it so normally, considered that was something that was used. That's what they used to get called, just for having that skin color. And I think it's so bad that people are just like, yo, what's up, my... Like, I don't think that's not... That baby girl. That is not a good thing. Like, if you choose to say it, that's whatever. I'm not going to say don't say it, like, that's bad, because it's... You can say whatever you want, because it's yours, but, like, at the same time, what I'm saying is, like, I feel, like, every time I hear someone say that, I'm like, oof, are we sure you should be saying that? Because that's something that people used to treat your kind with hatred, just by using that word. Like, have you heard the 3 Little Monkeys? Like, or not 3 Little Monkeys, 9 Little Monkeys jumping on the bed, whatever it is, whatever number it is. Like, that song was about that. Like, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Like, that, like, those are, like, hatred slurs. And now people are using them as a term of endearment, and I'm just like, oh my god, the world has gone to pieces. No, because it's genuinely so alarming that people are using those words, like, on a regular day basis. Lanny, get out of the bathroom! On a regular day basis. Because, like... You know what that was used for, right? Like, I'm not the only one. Right? And it's so bad. It's so bad. Anyways, I'm getting off track. But yeah, just the audacity of some of these girls to simply be like, oh, I'm better than you because I like pink and I have a Stanley and my family probably makes more money. Therefore, you're irrelevant. Girl, I don't even know your name. Get out of my face. Like, who? Or, like, the people who bark at you when you walk by. You know how many high school boys have been like, the second I walk by? Who lost their dog? Somebody put a muzzle on it. It looks like it's about to bite me. Who lost their dog? Can somebody please... My dog behaves better than these 14-year-olds. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm sorry I have blue hair. Like, oh my god. Oh my god. She has blue hair. Oh my god, it's doing things to me. Like, are you turning into a furry? While we're on that topic, people who immediately assume that emo people are all furries die. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. It was just a joke. I love all humans. Anyways, because, like, I have nothing against furries. I also have nothing for them. But my thing is, how are you going to look at me? How are you going to look at me and be like, oh, that's a furry? That right there, that thing, it probably goes by Z-Zer, that's a furry. What the heck, man? 1, I'm not a furry. 2, you calling me a furry doesn't faze me. I don't care. Oh my god, you want me to bark for you? I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry, your social anxiety leads you to dress how you dress, but my social anxiety is irrelevant. That's why I dress however I wanna. My bad, that was so bad, bro. But it just genuinely irks my soul, because, like, why are you being rude to people that half the time you don't even know, and the only reason you treat them that way is because of the way they dress? If I were to dress like you would have no problem being near me. You wouldn't bark at me. I mean, maybe you would. I don't. You get what I'm saying? Like, It's disrespectful for no reason because they know that you're not going to do anything about it. And it's crazy because, like, to all the preppies out there who do this, I can tell you, for everyone in the alt subculture, we're all getting tired of it. And I say that matter of fact. We're all tired of it. I don't want you to walk by me and be like, ugh. Why can't we all just be friends? I see preppies and I'm like, oh my god, that girl's gorgeous. They're over here like, I had this girl who sat next to me in 2 of my class periods, and me and her talk frequently. I thought she was like kind of rude at first, but then like once she got to know me, she started being nicer. Keyword, once she got to know me. Me and this girl, we're not tight, but we still talk frequently. And she is so sweet. She will sit down in my 7th period and be like, so how's your day going? And I'm like, it's going pretty good. And we just like, we do small talk. It's not like, hey bestie, but it's like, she's nicer now that she knows who I am as a person. She's not as, sorry, what'd you say? Because she actually knows that I'm pretty cool. People look at me and like, oh, that's a weird kid. 1, thank you. 2, why are you jumping to assumptions? Like, let's be real. You can call me weird. I don't care. But like the second you jump into like, oh, I'm gonna stay like away from her because she's weird. You don't even know me. You don't even know me. And it's genuinely agitating because most of these kids actually seem pretty cool. I hang out with quite a few girls who are preppy, but are just genuinely nice because they don't hate themselves. Like, you don't have to be mean to other people just because you're not brave enough to dress like us. I'm respectfully. And I vouch for anyone who simply just, like, can't. Like, oh, my parents are strict, and, like, if I were to try to be in alt community, they would, like, disown me. Okay, girl. I'm here for you. You want me to lend you clothes? I can bring you some of my clothing. Like, as soon as you get to school, I can bring you some clothes that you can change into or something. If you really, truly want to be alt, you will be it. You will. Like, I get it. Maybe it's the small things, like, they think it's, like, devil worshipping. It's not. Oh my god, that's another thing. Oh my god. 1, when people look at you and are immediately homophobic because you look gay. And 2, people assume that you hate God just because you're emo. I know quite a few emos who are Christian. Like, they go to church, they do all that, they don't hate God. Being emo doesn't mean you're a Satanist or you worship the devil. It's a style. It's a style. It's a style. Okay? Okay? It's the music you listen to. Okay? It's just because I'm emo and say I listen to Ozzy Osbourne doesn't mean, oh my god, this girl hates the Lord. I'm not saying that I love him. I mean, I'm not even gonna get into that topic. That's a video for a different day. But, like, genuinely, like, just being rude because you're like, oh, she looks like a Satanist is so disrespectful. Because not only are you assuming that I'm, like, a devil worshiper, you're also assuming that, like, or I had this guy who sat next to me in my 7th period class. Like, I'm talking about, like, I sat here, he sat, like, right here. And I had my Halloween nails on because it was October. I was getting ready for Halloween. That's my favorite season. Season and holiday, okay, whatever. And I had these nails on, and they were really cute. And one of them had, it wasn't a pentagram, but it was at the same time. It was like half of a star and a circle. And I was just doing art. It's an art class, right? I'm drawing, and he goes, teacher? And I was so confused, because, like, we were just minding my own business over here. he goes, can I move seats? And I, like, glanced up because, like, that was random. And I almost named Doctor. My teacher goes, no, why? And he goes, because she has devil stuff on her nails. And I looked up and I was like, it's a star. And oh my god, I almost named off again. And my teacher goes, yeah, I don't see what's wrong with it. It's just a star. It's Halloween themed. And I was like, yeah, do you see all my nails? They're all Halloween themed. It doesn't mean anything bad. And he was like, I don't like that stuff. Can I move? And she goes, no, you'll be fine. And then once she left, I was like, I looked at him and I was like, you do realize that it's a symbol of protection, right? And he said, what? And I said, yeah, it's a symbol of protection. It doesn't always mean, like, Satanism. If you draw it a certain way, which it was drawn on my finger, I was like, it's a symbol of protection. It stands for protection. And he was like, oh, I didn't know that. And I was like, yeah, you probably should have asked about it first. He's like, I'm sorry for, like, assuming that you, like, worship the devil. And I was like, yeah, it's cool. Just, like, ask next time. And, I mean, he's pretty chill. He's just very pushy with his religion, which I can't stand, and I don't mind it at the same time. It depends on the day, because sometimes he's chill about it. He was just like, yeah, I was, like, at church, and they were, like, asking me to invite some people. If you wanted to come, you could, like, pull up. And I was like, okay, I'll think about it, whatever, because I'm not against going to church. I go to church. It's just, I don't really fit in. I wonder why. I'm not against it. I just, like, but I was like, oh yeah, I'll see what I can do. And the next day I told him, I was like, hey, sorry I couldn't make it. I didn't really have a ride because I was planning on going. And he was like, oh, it's cool, I get it if you don't, like, believe in that. And I was like, no, bro, genuinely, I didn't have a ride. And he was like, oh, okay. Yeah. And he was just, like, chill, like, calm down a little bit with all the pushy, like, oh yeah, you should really, like, look more into God. Oh my god. People who be like, you need Jesus. I have him. Thank you. Like, some kid was, like, making fun of me for the way I dress, because we walked in the classroom to get a project done. And we were like, hey, can we come in here, sit in, work on our project a little bit? And she said, yeah, that's fine, but you're going to have to sit over there by that kid. And he goes, oh my god, no! I've never talked to you a day in my life. This is the first time I've even seen that you existed, and you want to act like that? Terrible first impression, by the way. Absolutely atrocious. Absolute. Anyways, we agreed. I sat down and he was like, And then he want to start immediately, like, dogging me, talking about you hate God. And I was like, no, not really. And he was like, you're literally, like, gay. And I was like, you don't even know me. And he said, I can tell by the way that you're dressed. And this kid from across the classroom want to yell out, yeah, I seen her making out with a girl in the hallway. No, you didn't. Because that never happened. And he goes, ew, gross, so you are gay. I knew you hated, like, God or whatever. Bro. I looked him dead in his face and I said, shut up, my shorts are literally longer than yours. What does that say about you? Because he's over here wearing these thigh-high shorts, and I'm wearing shorts down to my knees. And he looks at me, he goes, what are you accusing me of? And I said, I don't know. What am I accusing you of? I think if you were smart, you could put two and two together. He got so mad. He started making fun of me, and I would clap back. Obviously, I was tired of his crap, bro. And he wanted to snitch to the teacher talking about they're bullying me. She goes, Lynn, stop, leave him alone. And he goes, your name is Lynn? Mind you, his name was the same concept, it just had 2 syllables of a difference. 2. I said, oh my god, I'm so sorry, you guys okay? god. I looked him in his face and I said, our names are the same, buddy. And he said, no, it's not. Mine is da-da-da. And I said, what's the first part of your name? L-Y-N. N. Our names aren't the same? You're telling me that your name doesn't start with Lynn? Oh my god, you're making fun of me for my name being literally your name? I'm so sorry that you're just mad that my name's cooler than yours. Yours is some stupid name because your mom wanted to be quirky. Respectfully, like I was saying, I do not hate preppies. I hate the way they act. I hate the way that they, like, assume that we're weird or that we're furries or that we're, like, Satanists. Like, some people in the alt culture, I won't lie, are Satanists. But at the same time, like, not everyone is. They choose to be that. That's on them. I'm not gonna hold that against them. That's their decision. Not that I would decision, like, not that I would decision that. Not that I would decide that for, like, myself. But I'm just saying, like, that's up to them. Like, I don't hold that against them. I don't hate that just because they believe in a different thing that we believe. Like, I don't care. You can believe in the freaking Greek gods for all I care. And I'm just like, you got that. You got that. The other day in class, my friend brought up the fact that she was like, so the teacher just, like, hated on religion. And I was like, what do you mean? Because I obviously wasn't paying attention to him. And she was like, well, he said that, like, the Greek gods, like, put forth so much effort into, like, these gods that aren't even real. And I looked at her and I said, isn't that the same thing Christians do? And she said, yeah, but why is he only hating on, like, ancient people? And I was like, I don't know, but those were the gods that everybody believed in before they believed in, like, the god that they believe in now. So, obviously, they were real at some point. It's just baffling to me. Because, like, this is a teacher, and your teachers aren't supposed to bring up religion anyways. Tell me why we had a whole, like, session about, like, God and quotes from the Bible. I'm not at church. I'm at school. I'd like to learn about freaking ancient Greece, please. Like, huh? Whatever. Like I said, I'm not against church, though some of my words have been contradicting that. I go to VBS every year, so. Anyways, besides the point, what just happened to my lashes? But it was just baffling to me, because why is he hating on people's religion? He's not supposed to do that. And she even brought it up. She was like, hey, I thought you weren't supposed to say stuff like that. And he was like, say stuff like what? And she said, well, you just basically, like, said that the Greek, gods weren't real, and, like, what if someone believed in that? And he said, I'm sure absolutely no one but them believes in that. Mind you, this guy has been to Greece. Yeah. And I was like, well, that's kind of, like, disrespectful, because you don't entirely know that. What if someone in here believed in it, and you just, like, dissed on it, and now could get yourself in trouble? And he was like, okay, whatever, let's just move on from that. God forbid. It was whatever. He's a good teacher. I just don't think what he said at the time, I don't think he realized, like, when he said it, what he was inferring. It's whatever. Like I said, different story for a different time. Back on the subject, I just feel like, even for the guys, it's not just girls, guys do it too. Guys are genuinely so disrespectful to women, and it's not even, like, the fact, it's not women in general, it's, well, for some guys, it's women in general. It's people that are in the alt community, or emo, or goth, or all of the above. Genuinely disrespectful. I could cut all my hair off and they would call me a fag. I could grow my hair out, they would call me a fag. I could dress preppy, they'd call me a poser. I could be emo, they'd call me a poser. No matter what I do, they'll still bark at me because they know that I was once in the that I was once emo or alt or goth or whatever they think I am. I've been told I'm a lot of things. Some not good. It was just, it genuinely upsets me because you don't know me. So please explain to me why you're jumping to conclusions about the person that I am. It makes absolutely no sense to me, but whatever. Sorry, I lined my lip. I think I used the wrong one. I did. I used the darker one. That looks black. Anyway, it broke. If you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go cry myself to sleep. It's just irritating because you could genuinely be so nice to someone and then them still turn around and hate you just for the way you dress. What? For example, I have a cousin, mind you, we're family. She hates me simply because of the way I dress. Sorry. We're family! Apparently she knows some popular kids from my school. Tell me why one of them comes to school with personal information of mine. Talking about oh yeah, I know your first pet's name. I know the name that that embarrassing name that your grandparents call you. Yeah. Boo-boo? Maybe it's because you were a boo-boo. We're family. We're family. And you're disclosing information about me. It's fine. It's fine. And so I was like, he was like, oh yeah, didn't you tell your cousin you were lesbian one time at the lake? 1, how do you know about the lake? 2, if you don't stay out of my business, keep your nose away from me and on your head, nosy. I wasn't wrong. I wasn't lying. What, do you think I lied? And, also, I was like, who told you this? And he goes, don't you have a cousin named da-da-da? That's fine. You know she's 12, right? You're 14, you know she's 12? Anyway, that shut him up real quick. It was just outrageous, because, you're going out of your way to tell people that I most likely don't like. You know he doesn't like me. I know he told you. You're going out of your way to tell people who obviously are going to use it against me, personal information about me. Mind you, we're family. Mind you, we're family. Ew, I just ate lip gloss. Ew! I just licked a makeup wipe. But, it's just oh my god. I was genuinely flabbergasted. Because you're my family. Out of all the people in this world, you're the one who's supposed to have my back. Remember when we used to play mermaids together and you always wanted to be the purple one and you wanted to be the strongest and you never died? Oh, you want me to start telling stories like that? You want me to start telling them about how you have time on your electronics where you can only be on it 30 minutes a day? Or else you'll get in trouble? You want to talk about the fact that you have a farm in your backyard? You want to talk about the fact that you live... You want to talk about the fact... Let's talk about your living situation before we talk about mine. Let's talk about your past experiences before you talk about mine. Like, 1, why are we telling disclosed information? 2, why are we telling it to people that you know don't like me? It's genuinely so irritating. And I know she brought it up, because he would never have been, like, just talking about me. It was probably like, oh, yeah, my cousin goes there. What's her name? Gracie? Sorry. Ugh. That name grosses me out. But it was just like, like, 1, wild behavior. 2, wild behavior. 3, let me get a hold of a piece of evidence that you don't like. Oh, wait. I already have many. Nah, you could have just been like, yeah, we used to, like, sit outside our house with, like, clothespins that we colored and try to sell them. Like, you could have, like, brought up a good memory or something that was, like, a normal childhood experience. No, you had to be like, yeah, she told me she was lesbian one time at the lake. She also used to, like, her grandparents call her boo-boo, and it, like, embarrasses her, so make sure you call her that. Oh, honey, you better pray that you never transfer to my school. You better pray. And it wasn't the fact that she told, it was the guy she told. She told one of the preppy guys who don't like me. And of course he was gonna bring that up. But it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Because who cares? Not me! It was just, I felt that it was kind of disrespectful. And am I wrong for feeling that way? No, I'm not. Genuinely, I can feel however way I want. And if I choose to feel that way, that's my opinion. But, let's be real. That was very disrespectful. Like, it's not telling personal information that you know will most likely be used against someone or will embarrass someone is disrespectful itself. Why is my lash glue blue? I don't know. But she knew that was going to be used against me, and she chose to tell it anyways. It's just, like, genuinely, what gives you the right? Like, absolutely nothing. I get that you don't like me, but at the same time, if push comes to shove and someone were to ask me about you, I'd be like, yeah, I know, or what about it? And if they ask for some personal information like that, no thanks. That's blood. That's family, gang. What makes you think I would go behind their back? Because genuinely, I love my cousin so much. But I guess she doesn't feel the same way. Because why would you do that? Mind you, my cousin's also a preppy. I don't care though. I have never cared. Sure, we don't have similar interests because we have 2 different styles and we like 2 different things. She's into dance. I'm, well, not. And I'm into emo music and she's not. But that never stopped me from, like, genuinely loving my cousin. I love all of my family with all of my... most of my family with all of my heart. But it's just, like... like, that was deliberate. There's no avoiding it. You did that on purpose. You knew it was going to come back around. You wanted me to hear it. Just rude, baffling. Mind you, I'm not holding it against her because she's preppy. I'm not saying she did it deliberately because she's preppy and I'm emo. I'm saying she did it because she dislikes me because of my style. And I'm not holding it against her. Sure, you can dislike me. That doesn't change the fact that we're family. I'm holding it against her because the fact that she knows we're family and because she doesn't like me, because of my style, she did that. And I have given her no reason genuinely not to like me, considering we have some peak childhood memories together. Me and her, all of my cousins have some peak childhood memories together. It's the fact that she did that. Oh my god. It's a lot to take in. Because it's like, bro, why? Oh, it's rude for no reason. Like I was saying earlier, people being rude for no reason. It's genuinely so bad nowadays. Just another, like, example of how preppies just don't like emo for how they dress. It doesn't, you don't even have to be emo. You could, like, wear boy shorts and baggy t-shirts, and they're like, you're gay. You're weird. I'm gonna steer clear of you. You're over here wearing a pink Nirvana shirt. Shut up! Nothing against pink Nirvana shirts. Name 5 songs. Like, that's the vibe it's giving off. And, like, I hate people who are like, oh, you're emo? Name 5 emo bands. You're not even emo. I bet you don't even know 5 emo bands. Oh my god. Or when they're like, oh, you're emo? You must want to kill yourself. Does your wrist have a barcode? Does your wrist spell your name? I actually got asked that. When I dyed my hair purple, someone told me that I look like I carved my name into my wrist. One, not only is that not okay in any way, shape, or form, to genuinely say that to someone, just be like, oh yeah, you cut yourself, don't you? Excuse you? Or when they're like, hey, if you need to talk, I'm here. Get out of my face! Okay, yeah, thanks for being there, but I know the only reason you're saying that is because you're making fun of me. Are we... Respectfully, are we serious right now? It's so bad. It's so... And it's the way that they, like... I bet you slit your wrist. Or they'll be like, just like you'll be in an argument. Oh, well, at least I don't cut myself. Or when like random people you don't even know walk up to you and are like, let me see your wrist. What? Huh, what do you think was gonna be there? Like, 1, my struggles are not your problem. 2, why you gotta be so mean? Genuinely, it's so bad. Because why are we walking up to people? Oh, you look like you cut yourself. Oh, I bet you want to die, don't you? Oh, you hate yourself? Is that why you do that? You, like, hate your life? At least I'm not the one posting about how depressed I am on TikTok. Talking about oh, he broke up with me. I'm so depressed now. I'm never going to find anybody who will love me the same. Good. Maybe you shouldn't be loved. I'm joking. I love all people. And if you do that, it's okay. But if you make fun of other people while doing it, it's not okay. Just putting that out there. I'm sorry. It's not okay. Sorry. Someone just texted me. Oh my god. Anyways, I'm finished with my makeup. And that was my deep dive into how cruel people are who aren't emo. Hey, some people who are emo are still cruel. But, like I said, that's a story for another day. I'm getting stabbed in the eye by my lash. I don't know, genuinely, I am. Anyway, if I should make another long video of me ranting, I can't even look that way, it's stabbing me. Of me ranting, let me know. I also need more ideas. This one was kind of about, like, a deep dive into how cool preppies are. So, I need some more ideas. Give me some, please. I'll do basically anything. Just give me ideas. It could be about people. It could be about a person. It can be about a type of people. It can be about how bad the internet is. I don't really know. But anyways, give me a topic and I'll go over it. And I don't know how to end this, but drink some water, eat some food, get some sleep, stay weird, stay gold. Bye!